What's up, guys?
What's up?
Morning.
Happy Monday. So let me tell you what's going on. So we had a really good weekend, and we had couple huge breakthroughs. So as you know, the lockdown is happening, okay? And I wanted to speak to you guys about this, right? So in Los Angeles, you have so many restaurants as of Wednesday, right? Mm-hmm. Wednesday, all outdoor dining restaurants in Los Angeles area are going to be closed, which means now pretty much we're going to be coming down to another lockdown, okay? Back in, when was it, in March?
Yeah, the first lockdown.
Yeah, the first lockdown was in March.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, we launched Fame, right? During the lockdown.
100%.
Yeah, we launched Fame. I remember when we filed the trademark, which I think was in February, if I'm not mistaken, right? Mm. But prior to that, we were branding, we were pushing, we were branding. And then I remember when the lockdown happened, that's when we said, okay, we're going to go loud, we're going to go strong, we're going to keep pushing, we're going to go. So right now, with the restaurants being closed, that's a first sign pretty much that we're going to probably, I'd say in the next month, right, we're going to hit another hard lockdown, okay? What they did is they shut it down, businesses started going out of business, people started losing jobs, it was very chaotic. And then what happened after that, they opened the outdoor dining. When outdoor dining happened, indoors was closed. So some of the restaurants had to adjust their business models. Right now, no indoor seating. Then what do you have to do? Okay, now you got to spend 50 grand, 70 grand, whatever, do outdoor seating. Now, slowly the restaurants have come back up. Now what's happened, our governor, effective Wednesday, I think 10 p.m., immediately across LA County, complete lockdown of outdoor. So now the only thing you can do if you're a restaurant or a business is deliveries or takeout. So what does that mean right now? That basically means that you have to adjust your business model. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're a restaurant, then you need to be thinking of deliveries. If you're not on Uber Eats, get on Uber Eats. You know what I mean? Sure. You got to adjust that model. So now for us, okay, for Fame by Sheeraz Masterclass graduates, we've got the Mon Father coming on in a second, Monica, and what I decided to do is during this lockdown, I said we were in Malibu this weekend, me and Rick, and I said, okay, how can I add more value to the Fame by Sheeraz Masterclass graduates? So anyone who has taken the Fame by Sheeraz Masterclass, what I'm going to start doing right now, effective immediately today, and just bear with us because we've got a few hundred people that we have to go through, but I want to start bringing on at least 2 or 3 guests a week.
Great.
And those guests are going to be the graduates of the Masterclass. Why? Because during this lockdown, you got to remember one thing about the lockdown. It means at some point it's going to open. Okay, but we've got to use this time while the lockdowns, it's happened. How do I improve my business? What else can I do for my brand? What are the things that I couldn't do before? This is the time you have to do that. And I'm telling you, I'm a living example. Yes, I have 2 decades of experience with all my other businesses that I've had, but Fame is a baby. Okay, I launched Fame during Corona. Mm-hmm. Complete baby, brand new business. I was running Sheeraz Inc., Hollywood TV, RB360, MLM, many other businesses that I had. But the vision that I had for Fame came during the Corona time, during the lockdown time. So whoever, whether you're a brand, whether you're a talent, I'm telling you right now, if you study the Fame by Sheeraz Masterclass, you literally will have tools, you will have all the strategies that you need to start implementing. So when that lockdown opens up, guess what's going to happen? If anything opens up, you've got to be ready. Is your Google ready? Is your social media ready? Do you have your X Factor kit? There are many tools and tricks that you're going to need during this lockdown. So what I want to start doing is helping people, coach people, while everyone else calls it a lockdown. I want to step up my game and add more value for you. If you haven't bought the Fame by Sheeraz Masterclass, no problem. You can join in and watch our live streams, but you're missing out, you know, because you want to get those tools, you want to get those strategies. And for me, what's super important is to help the graduates. So the people who are studying, the people who are taking action, the people that took their own time to study and learn and listen to my 2 decades of experience. Then what I want to do, Vikram, we've got to kind of figure this out because we've got a lot of people now, by the blessing of God, that are part of the Fame family, is start bringing you guys on. So bear with us. If we don't reach out, give us a few days or whatever. We're going to try and squeeze as many people as possible. That way we'll start listening to people. And so we can all educate ourselves, empower ourselves, and we don't believe in this lockdown. I said over the weekend, I'm still activated. The only difference is my team will be, masked up. We'll have, COVID free. Everything's cool. I'm still going to activate. There's nothing to stop me. Okay, because I'm going to run my business, running through the social distancing. Talent still wants to be seen. Talent still wants to be in the media. Brands need more advertising. They need more amplification. So I can't stop, So and I want the same for you guys. So for you, what's more important is to get your toolkit ready. Start investing in yourself. Start getting the masterclass. Start understanding what are the things that I don't have right now that I should have been doing. And this is what you have to start doing. So let's bring on, if you could, Vikram, jump in and bring on Teflon Mon.
Yeah, great. Hey, Monica, I know you're there. Just give
Mon
us...
Father, sorry, new brand.
Yes, the Mon Father. Here we go.
Shirazi, I'm here.
What's going on?
What is happening?
How
What's going
are you
on?
doing?
I am so good right now. I am so good. I'm so excited to just keep pushing. The Teflon Mon is no longer. We are the Mon Father, and I could not be happier with what is going on right now as far as trademarking and everything goes. I'm so happy because the Mon Father is a whole new energy. You think you're the Don, but I was like, okay, let's take it a step further. Like, I'm not just a Don, I'm a father. So like, let's just friggin' go. You know what I'm saying?
So, Monica, let's learn from this experience, right? What happened that you had to change your name? Let's start there.
Yeah, so basically I was pushing the Teflon Mon, pushing. And I was like, you know what, now's the time. Since I think we're getting more opportunity, let's start to do the trademark process. And I reached out to the Trademark Factory. Thank you to Zana. She gave us all the resources, including Trademark Factory, set up with a 45-minute phone call, which was free, a free consultation. They walked me through all the processes and they threw me into the mix. They were like, okay, let's do a search. Let's do everything. And then within the next day, they called me and they were like, yeah, you can't use Teflon because they coined the term. The Teflon company coined the term. It's basically like a $21 billion industry. So I have to stop using designs and logos with my name Teflon on it. And so I said, okay, you know what? Fine. Yes, I loved it. Yes, I was kind of crazy about it. But I was like, okay, a little setback, but let's make the comeback even stronger. So I was like, now let's really brainstorm and think of something different because the Teflon's already been done. The Teflon Don's been done. Okay, I accept it. Teflon Mon, whatever. Now let's do the Mon Father. It's like whole new level. So I pitched that to the trademark people. They did a whole search on it. And as soon as you knew it, now I'm in the mix. I'm doing it. Mon Father.
So let's explain to everybody, what is the Mon Father? What is it? What do you do?
So the Mon Father, as everybody knows, you have to know, the iconic Italian mobster movie, The Godfather. I basically have my own take on it, and I am the Mon Father. I am full Italian. I embody everything that has to do with the Italian culture as far as the grit, the hard work, and just like the real, whatever embodies the Italian, like the true, like humble, totally hardworking, aura of Italian culture. And I feel like I embody that. So I was like, okay, the Mon Father is like the ultimate, like the elite. And I feel like I am like the mafia boss, like the media mafia boss. And I have so much father energy. And by that, I mean, like, I feel like I have so many, I'm like a masculine female. So I have a lot of qualities that not many women are able to, accept within themselves. And I feel like I'm such like a masculine energy kind of woman. And I'm like, yeah, this is like a go-getter, a hard worker. Like, let's push everything to the limit. So I was like, the Mon Father is born, baby. And we're coming at it, podcasting. No, nothing is off the table. Opinions are flying. Everything's valid. And I'm just pushing this to the ultimate, to the extreme.
So what can we do right now so we can, and it's a blog, right? It's a blog.
Yeah. Podcasting, blog, basically like not brand promoter, but like kind of like not influencer, but like disruptor status. So like I'll get products and I'll review them and I'll give my like extreme honest opinion about it. And it's just kind of like personality, just like the grit and everything that has to do with the podcast. And I actually have my own merch that I did the Teflon Mon merch and I launched that maybe like 2 weeks ago, but I took it down and I'm like going to totally revamp the merch and make it Mon Father.
And you should, did you register the trademark for that as well, for that category?
Because it's not a tag, because it's not going to be on the inside logo of the products. It's just like going to be commercial oriental print. I don't have to file for that, which is fine.
You know, there's a class 25 that you should think about doing. I just did it
Okay.
for the Fame one.
Right.
It's class 25 that gives you the full rights on merchandising,
Okay.
clothing, anything to do with merchandise clothing. It's probably a good investment. I don't know how much it is for your I think it's a couple $100, I think, per category. I
Yeah, it's like
think.
$275. It wasn't bad.
But I think for you, I would add that one category because people are going to buy that.
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
absolutely.
I just did my one, and we just done some test samples and stuff, and I got a bunch, at least a couple hundred DMs over the weekend to buy that the Fame stuff. So I think for you, as you build it up, but I think what I'm going to work with you on is you need to break some news. If you break some news, Monica, I'm telling you, you're going to end up having an absolute game changer. Because that's what's going to put you on the map, completely put you on the map.
Okay.
What are you thinking about to break some news? Because if you go through the masterclass, you can see that's how you're going to get the earned media.
Right. And it basically, because like the lockdown and everything is taking place, a lot of the news that like we're covering right now has to do with politics and everything. And as much as like I'd love to stay away from that, I feel like that's like the thing that, you know, that's going to draw me in and break news there. Because, you know, the things that like I'm afraid of and like maybe a little risque for me to get into, like, oh, I'm afraid of people are going to think of me if I express my political opinion. Like, you can't do that. So by throwing the like politics into the mix just like a little bit, I think it'd be very interesting to break news that way and just kind of provide like a little bit of a different spin than like what everybody else is doing. So yeah. And even with like celebrity stuff, like providing a different kind of opinion, a different kind of take on that kind of stuff than what everyone else, oh, Cardi B is named Woman of the Year, blah, blah, blah. So like, okay, but like, why should people care about that? So
did you watch the American Music Awards?
I didn't.
Okay, so that's something, if I were you, is jump on those things. When things like that happen, jump on the fashion, jump on the trends. Who won? What's your opinion on it, right? Because then you'll start getting on the conversation. Another thing I think you should start doing, bring it down, is do you look at Google Trends?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I would tie in the Mon Father into whatever anyone is talking about right now on Google Trends. Add your opinion.
Yeah.
Insert your opinion, you know? And what about on Twitter? Did you change your Twitter and stuff?
Yeah, my Twitter is the Mon Father now. Everything's changed.
Everything
my
done?
YouTube, my Twitter, everything's done. Yep.
Okay, perfect. So if we look at, I want to go through the people who haven't taken the masterclass. I want to go through a few of the subjects, and I want to see what you've done to implement. If you look at the toolkit, what are the things that you've done, and what are the things that's missing for your toolkit?
For myself?
Yeah, for yourself.
Well, I've completely changed my my website. I've added new domains to it, which is really great. So if you type in themonfather.com, you will get my website. If you just type in monfather.com, you will get my website. If you type in my first name, last name.com, you will get my website. So kind of just integrating all those things into it. And I've been Google searching myself a lot. So like even just like my first and last name, and a lot of results are coming up. So now, and then when I Google Teflon Mon, I think I still have some other stuff that hasn't officially moved into Mon Father. Like I completely changed all my headlines, all my descriptions, all my tags on my YouTube channel to say the Mon Father and not Teflon Mon anymore. So, and even like my page icons, my thumbnails, everything has changed to Mon Father. I think Google's like a little slow right now with getting that Mon Father into it and like getting rid of the Teflon Mon completely.
Did you lock down the .com?
Yep.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Because I think that another thing that I want to start looking at for you is your Google panel.
Yeah, I want to look at it too, for sure. That's like the next step, because I've been getting these publications. I've got my third magazine cover coming out soon, and then that whole
you have you have one article that's coming out. They already received it this morning, so awesome. They're going to review the story and everything. They're going to cross-reference everything. Once everything is cool, then they're going to put it into the system, and then you'll get a Google alert yourself.
Sick.
And that will probably, by the way, that one, because it has such a strong domain authority, anyone who Googles your name, it's the first thing that's going to come up.
Yeah. So that's perfect. On the right track.
Yeah. But and what we're going to do is do a few more of those so you get the Google panel.
Yes.
And my stuff, I've been in the news a lot. And that's why, I don't know if you saw the other day, I got verified on Google.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
saw it
and
all
that's
right.
all press. That's all press.
Yes.
Just keep doing it. Keep doing the media. Keep doing the media. Even if it's an individual, or if it's a brand, that's what's going to
Yeah.
get your trust. And then I think after that, the more press you start getting, then we've got to trigger off your verification for Instagram.
I think so too. I'm so
That's
excited for that. Yeah,
You
the
need
more
7 to
publications, the
10
more
strong articles.
yeah. And like the types of articles that are being put out, not just like, here and there smaller brands, real like big time name like brand name articles, household name stuff.
Yeah, even some of the stuff, the magazine stuff that you've got, that stuff should be. Let me go into Instagram right now. I want to do something here. The Mon Father. It's the Mon Father, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, I would inside the magazine, I would add the other parts of the magazine into this.
Okay.
On your Instagram, I would add that. Also on your, where your highlights are.
Yes.
You should have a press page.
Okay.
That's going to help you with verification.
Okay.
So you make it. Go back. Lift up. I would have one section here, and I would label these like you've got on your highlights. What are you trying to get over here with these icons?
I was just doing MON, like just like the like Mon and then the 2 Italian flags.
Okay.
I still am in the works of just editing those. It's just like a bunch of like memories with my friends and stuff and selfies and things like that. But if I make it strictly business, that'd be a great tool. So people, as soon as they come to my page, they're gonna click through and be like, okay, this girl has all these testimonials, like all these.
Okay.
Things.
What
So
I
idea.
what I would suggest for you, Monica, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 5 highlights, right?
Yeah.
I would put all of this, and it's kind of like a lot of family stuff. What I would suggest is having press highlight reel, okay? Some of the interviews that you've done, things that are going to show massive merit on your brand. So
Okay.
literally people come in, it's right in their face. They'll read a strong bio. And I would, the Mon Father, I would clean up this a little bit, this text description.
Okay.
So more people because really, if you think about it, you should be having something on there that invites guests, some call to action so people can come onto your podcast, come onto your blog, be interviewed by you, and start having a little bit more open that you are available.
Okay.
You can
like
be
DM for
hired
inquiries type of thing. Yeah.
that kind of stuff. I would have that. That's going to increase your call to action. Highlights. Highlights is just nothing but a show off. Show off who Monica is. Why Monica is amazing.
Right.
I would add all those things on that side. And then in your first magazine, I would add. How many pages did you have inside?
Oh my gosh, like 5.
Okay, so I would add those as posts.
Okay.
To cross-reference it. Why? Because tomorrow when you're going for verification, they're going to look at all of this. They're going to look at your press. They're going to look at Google. They're going to look at all the things, stuff like that, right?
Right.
Then I would add, are you doing any reels?
I haven't started reels yet. No. I've jotted down and brainstormed some ideas. I do want to stay away from TikTok. I really love having everything incorporated on Instagram, like having the reels, the stories, the IGTV, everything all on one platform. So that's why I'm thinking and like brainstorming about reels right now.
I would listen. I listen. Some people, are not into the whole TikTok thing, but I've got a lot of clients, Monica. They are making a lot of money. They're making a lot of money on TikTok. It's something that I think that you're going to have to embrace it.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, even though I know when you look at your Instagram, it looks nice, it looks clean, it's all coming together.
Right.
But there are 500 million people or whatever sitting on TikTok.
Yeah.
That don't know us or they don't know you, whatever,
just
right?
Suck it up and just say, screw it and just do it.
Yeah. And even if it's not like the dancing stuff,
right.
Think of something that you can do that will add value. And the good thing with you is because you've got the mindset of the Daily Mail, you've got the mindset of news.
Yeah.
As you know, with TikTok, what are you looking for? Trends, trending songs, what's trending, and put your spin on it.
Right.
As the Mon Father. Now, the good thing is with TikTok, it's quick to go viral. It's quick to get popular. right? Because you use
Yes.
that kind of stuff. So I think if you can add that as well, okay, on your let's call it your to-do list, okay, which is really taking what you've got here and making a different version for the TikTok side. I think that is definitely important. And what are you putting on YouTube?
I'm still doing my interviews and stuff. I'm still interviewing a bunch of different people. I have one out today. I'm coming out with one, not tomorrow, but the next day. I've been doing a lot of interviews lately. I'm going to make a whole video about my rebrand. That's going to be my next one because I have all these past ones that are scheduled for this week. And this, just happened. My rebrand just happened. So it's kind of like old. So now I have to get back into like, okay, this is the rebrand from here on out. It's going to be Mon Father. I've had interviews with a comedian, a life coach. Abe Cruz came on. He was fantastic. I'm going to get Mikey Savage on, I think. I'm going to reach out to him this week. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of interviews.
The one thing I would suggest for you to do is, let me see if you can see this. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, I would change that.
Okay.
Now, some of the biggest YouTubers I've worked with in the world, okay, and I'm talking massive following from Ace Family to Logan Paul and all the big ones. One thing that YouTube, in order for you to grow and really start sharing your brand, is clickbait.
Right.
And what I would do is I would take a nice, and I'm going to give you an example, right? And these are people I work with, Ace Family, okay? Just to give you an idea, they make about $1.5 to $2 million a month. They have 19 million subscribers, okay? Right, just if you look at their clickbait, okay, what they're doing, and they've got the photos, okay, and you just check it out. It's called the Ace Family, okay?
Right. It's a lot of Photoshop thumbnails.
Yes, and it's just think like what you would do in the Daily Mail. You'd catch that headline, right?
Yeah. What's
And
going to draw people in? What's going to make people want to click on your video?
Absolutely.
The titles, everything like that. She said what? Question mark.
Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even if you
watch this video.
Yeah. And I think if you do the YouTube more stronger with those captions, with that clickbait, that's going to grow your audience. Okay. And the good thing about YouTube is because it's owned by Google, your videos, if tagged correctly, I haven't looked, I've got to look if they've been tagged and everything correctly. If they have been tagged correctly, that will then come on page 1 of Google.
Right.
Okay. So now when someone's searching the Mon Father, page 1, I'm looking, oh my God, look, she just done whatever interview with Mike Savage or with Abby, or whoever. It all starts coming up on page 1.
Yeah.
So I would start focusing on, because your brand is coming in and now you filed the trademark, I would start cleaning up page 1 on Google.
Okay.
That's the first thing I would do on your stuff, is take all of the platforms that you have and start focusing on when someone searches into Google, and all the tricks with the masterclass with what needs to be done for your toolkit. And then I would implement all of that. And then once you start doing that, you're going to start getting brands.
Right.
Because I can tell you right now,
up.
Because if you think about it, where you live right now, okay, you're in New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what your lockdown situation is there, but let's say if you had a complete lockdown for restaurants in New Jersey, and you then went to restaurants and said, listen, I can feature you and promote you for your delivery business. They're going to pay you.
Right.
They're going to spend money with you, because everyone needs either more business or more amplification, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's what I would do first off for you, is I would focus on, here's your couple to-do lists that I would like to see. Is 1, change your highlights.
Okay.
Means show off your best stuff that you've done to date, okay, that people want to do business with you. Put it all there in your highlights, okay?
Great.
And all of your press. Anytime you get a press article, put it in the highlights. Because when you do go apply for verification, these guys, they've got a couple 100,000 people a day that are applying for verification, right? That's why there's such a big backlog. But if you stand out and all of a sudden you're seeing all of your platforms and you're making it easy for them, right?
Right.
Then from here, I would tighten up the Mon Father, this text, have it a little bit more cleaner, almost like an elevator pitch. Nice elevator pitch that describes what you do and how you do it and how to contact you.
Right.
I would tidy this part over here. Then I know it's a pain, but try and work on something on TikTok.
Okay.
Because I think your stuff with, you know, the mob and the Italian stuff, I think it's going to fly. You have some good music. You poke a couple people, the right TikTokers, someone's going to jump.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that thing, the movie Ratatouille?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Okay. Do you know on TikTok, one of the biggest trends, it was just a normal person that done a one video that they're going to do a musical for Ratatouille.
Oh my God.
Just like
Isn't that
yourself.
on TikTok?
And it has blown up like you have no idea.
Oh, I believe it.
And it's just from here, so sitting from home. So someone like you, if you can own the conversation of the Don, the Mon Father, the gangster, the female, and you start doing that kind of stuff, okay, and then you put a trending, you know, with TikTok, it's all about trending sounds.
Yeah.
Trending music. You've got to put your flavor to a trending song, and then people start seeing it, they start sharing it. Now they want to be like you. Now everyone's going to start imitating you, and that's how your stuff just goes on fire. So
Right.
it's going to go insane, right? Then I want you to go to YouTube and re-upload your thumbnails so they're more clickbait.
Okay.
Right now you're just seeing your logo.
Right.
And yeah, I would rather have such a strong caption that's going to make you want to click it.
Cool.
Okay. And
Okay.
then have you got a blog in all of this?
You know what? I don't have a blog set up. I do have my whole list that I do Q&As with, and I keep that in my notes. So if I could upload that somewhere, kind of like a transcript of everything that I've done and kind of like make it more personal, that'd be fine. I can upload it. I can make like a whole a whole new tab on my website and just do that kind of stuff there.
The reason why it'd be good for you to get a blog is because you can start, if you interview Abe or if you interview Mike Savage, right? And all of a sudden, straight after the interview, you do a nice article on the Mon Father that then gets indexed in Google. They're then going to promote that for you.
Right. Okay, cool.
Because eventually, I think it's, if you have between, I think it's 20 to 30 stories organically written a day, you can apply for Google News.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
cool.
then the Mon Father, I just started this with the Fame one. That's why I'm in beta right now with Fame.
Yeah.
I just got approved for a news source for the blog for Fame, and you can do exactly the same. But if you do, I think it's like 20, 30 stories a day, and you do it consistently, Google then sees the Mon Father as a news source.
Oh,
Google
wow.
then starts grabbing content that you are a legitimate news company. But
Right.
it's all about consistent, original content, and you've got to. With Google, it's a pain in the ass. You just got to keep doing it. But once you do it, imagine how powerful it is that you interview, let's just say, Abe. Abe then gets a Google alert, or Chris Fabregas, and Chris wakes up and all of a sudden you got an email from Google, a Google alert saying the Mon Father just done this story on you.
Right.
Now you've got power.
Yes.
I mean, you want to talk about ultimate poking? That's the ultimate poking.
The ultimate Google poke.
That's the ultimate, right?
Like, hello,
Because
bitch, I'm here.
that's absolutely. And you know what's going to happen? You'll end up getting better guests. You'll end up
Yes.
getting more people reaching out to you. And then again, how do you monetize that? Your brands, your sponsors. Now, guess what? Even more powerful it is for you. Not only have you changed your Instagram, you fired up your YouTube, you fired up your TikTok. Now you've created a blog, and guess what brands are going to do now? They're going to start sending you gifts. You tell them, I can review them, whatever, for free. Or you give me $500, you give me $1,000, I'll review it, and I'll do an article on my blog. When it gets on my blog, it gets on Google News.
Wow. Okay.
Now
Good to
you
know.
have leverage.
Yeah.
You do 5 products a week, that's $5,000. And brands are going to pay. Let me tell you why. And I'll give you an example. I just did it. If you lift up a bit, Rick. I just done it recently with a clothing brand, okay, Australian clothing brand. And they came to me and they said they normally go to the news wires and all that kind of stuff. But the problem is with PR Newswire, anyone can do that. right?
Right.
So I've got a network of media people in my network that can publish this that content. Now, here's the beauty: if you do this correctly, literally every brand is going to call you. Like this Australian one called me, and they said we want our fashion showcased or whatever. Or now I've got stuff. I'm getting bombarded with Black Friday. Okay,
Right.
people wanting to stuff for Black Friday. For you, your extension where you're going to start monetizing with brands is saying that not only will I feature you on my live, I'll feature you on my TikTok, I'll put you on your YouTube, but more importantly, I'll do a product review on my blog, which you're going to apply for Google News. Takes a second,
it's
but
the
it's
whole
okay.
package.
It's okay because that takes time to build. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 months, however long it takes, it doesn't matter. But once you get it, it's your license to print money.
Wow.
It's your license to print money. You will make money every single day. People will come to the Mon Father. Why? Because they know when you do an article, it's going to appear on Google News.
Yep.
And that's your opinion. You know, and by the way, you could be talking good about the product, bad about the product. But guess what? You're in control.
Right.
You know?
So
that,
I would have to. So would you suggest that I make a new tab on my website, or would you suggest that I build a whole new website completely?
no, it needs to be this brand. Okay?
Okay.
And I would do it as like news.monfather.com or themonfather.com, whatever, news.so-and-so. Or remember, I told you, remember you said the Mon Father? Why don't we take the news one as just monfather.com?
Yeah.
Maybe you make that as your news source, but link it from the other website. That way, Google will recognize it as a news place from day one. And and it's so easy, these websites to build, they're all themes, the WordPress or whatever, you can just knock it out quick. But what Google wants to see is consistent articles.
Right.
And that you're a news organization. Once you get approved as a news source, okay, that's when it's going to start getting indexing. Now you've taken Mon Father, you've basically made it a media company. That's what you've
That's
done.
the ultimate.
But you can do it.
Oh yeah.
Because all you have to do is polish up your own content, get into Google, and then and by the way, remember you said you want to be a TV host?
Yes.
What more of a powerful platform than Google? When you can put something out.
And being recognized as the media outlet.
And by the way, you don't need to do, if let's say if you didn't want to do TV, if you didn't want to do any of the TikTok stuff, you have your own platform that can generate news. That's massive.
Oh,
for
yeah.
you, that's huge currency for you. So that's what I would do. That's your lesson for today. I hope you like this new format of mine.
I love it. I think it's a great idea.
Because you guys are kicking ass, by the way, on the on that group chat on Instagram, and I think it's amazing what you guys are doing. So what I want to start doing now is bringing in the graduates, and let's start taking each other's ideas, concepts, anything you can think to help each other. Okay, let's start. And I'm only doing this for the people who have taken the masterclass. That's the only people I'm doing it for. Other people can watch, they can get entertained, but you're the guys who are going to build the muscle. You know, you're the ones that are going to step up. And remember, there is no lockdown.
Lockdown who, bitch?
Yeah, absolutely. What I want to see with you now, within the group right now, just like you took action on the trademark, you're going to do exactly the same thing now with the blog.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's great because everybody who's in the fame class are watching this, and they're like, okay, now I know what to do for my own brand, and vice versa. Like if I watch, somebody else come on, Chris Fabregas, you're going to give him, advice and be like, oh, damn, I could use that for my own thing. So it's like, it's nice that we're going to incorporate all different ideas and all different kinds of people in the fame group and just like take it off. I think it's a great idea. And the group is like literally the best thing that we could have ever done, because I ask people for advice. What do you think I should do? How to, let's get a group opinion on something. And it is just the best because these are the people who have the same mindset. If I'm going to ask my friends, if I'm going to ask somebody who's not in the fame class, they're not going to know what the hell I'm talking about. They're going to be like, oh yeah, just do whatever you feel like doing. It's so nice to have like the like-minded people who know what they're doing in the group because they took your class. It's like asking the pros. And
that's why I'm only doing this for people who've done the class, because I can see when I read your stuff, you guys are all pumping each other up throughout the weekend. You're like jamming each other.
No days off.
No.
Always. It's great.
Yeah. And I can see it's like now all of you guys have become friends. It's like social circle. You're talking offline. It's like building that community. Slowly, it's building.
Absolutely. And we're adding a couple new people here and there. Whoever finishes the class and you have them on, you shout them out. We'll look into their profiles, and then we're like, okay, you're in the fam group, baby. Like, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, you want to police it, because you're going to
Yeah.
try and have people coming in and, oh, I've took the class, but they haven't.
Nope,
Yeah,
you gotta have that. You gotta have that prerequisite to get in.
Yeah,
you gotta be Sheeraz approved to get into
got
the
it,
fam.
man. That's how we do it, baby. So listen, so you know what you got to do, okay?
Yeah.
Go offline, speak to the team, whatever you got to do. But that's what I'm telling you right now. If I look at you, that's what would be your next evolution of how to take your brand to completely the next level. And it's going to be done first on your social channels. Polish that up. Remember, take all of that content, the press articles, go for the panel. Okay, if you need help for the panel, I'll refer you to some people. Then you start getting the panel done, and then straight away, immediately, you should turn the .com into your news platform.
Yeah, like the monfathernews.com or something.
That's it, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Lock that in, and you become that host of your own platform.
Exactly.
TV, Netflix, all of that will follow once you start creating a buzz. And by the way, that will become your pilot every day.
Exactly. That would be like my pitch.
Pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everyone's going to see this girl. She's creating her own content. She's interviewing the same people. She's doing that kind of stuff. And I'm getting Google News. Who the hell is this girl?
Yeah.
Not
to
many
make it
people
like all inclusive, the whole package.
You then become 360.
Right.
Because now you're producing, writing, directing, and hosting your own destiny.
Exactly.
Which is your own brand.
Yep. Mon
You know,
Father.
and then afterwards you can start bringing in other hosts, other talent, all that kind of stuff into your kind of ecosystem of the Mon Father.
Exactly. All right.
Okay,
Cool.
good.
Awesome. I love
Okay,
it. Now
so-
I'm feeling pumped up. Now I'm like, damn, I got to get to work. I got a lot of shit to do now.
Yeah, because now, by the way, remember that's the ultimate. Remember that you want to poke? It's the Google poke.
It's a big Google poke, baby.
You know, and sometimes people can't. They have nightmares on the Google poke. Because
Not me. I'm not afraid of anything. Let's just go. Let's just do it.
No. Meaning you have the power. Mon Father has the power, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you can now write something, good or bad, whatever it is, and that person ain't gonna sleep at night. That's power,
Oh, that's ultimate power.
right? So let's work towards that. Go offline with the group, and then I'll see you back tomorrow. And I think we have 2 or 3 good guests on this week as well for the masterclass. And I'm also bringing the bishop for Thanksgiving.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So let's give him Thanksgiving. I'm gonna do him. No days off for Sheeraz.
No days off, baby. No way.
All right, perfect. God bless
All
you.
right,
Okay,
Sheeraz,
we'll be in
thank
touch.
you so much.
God bless.